So this is the smartest path to making $10,000 a month with print on demand. And look, you might be expecting me to give you a silver bullet. You want the cheat codes, the tricks. But this is going to be even better because these are 7 steps that when you actually follow them can get you unconventional results. It's exactly how I've been able to sell millions of dollars worth of products over the last 4.5 years. Just a couple weeks ago, we looked at 10 different shops that all opened within the last 6 months to a year that are already making about 1,000 sales a month or roughly $10,000 a month in profit. You guys wanted to know how to actually get there. And step number 1 is to copy what other sellers are doing. Now look, people are going to get mad at me for telling you this, but if you want to actually grow, then listen up. I would start by finding best-selling listings. When you're looking for any kind of print-on-demand product and you're searching through the listings, usually the best sellers will have some kind of badge on them indicating that they're a best seller. And then when you click on it and come view the listing, you'll be able to see how many reviews that individual product has gotten. For super niche products and designs, 10 reviews might be considered a bestseller, while bestsellers in other niches might need thousands of reviews. It all kind of depends on the niche. You can also look at the review ratio. So since this listing has a ton of reviews relative to the total amount of reviews that the shop has gotten, this is clearly a best-selling listing. This is how you validate ideas for what type of designs and products to sell. You can also try validating listings to see how well they're selling and get more detailed stats so that you know what you're working with. The whole point of this exercise is literally just to find and recreate top-performing print-on-demand designs. We're not going to sell them. We just want to prove to ourselves that we can figure out what sells and then build the technical ability to recreate those types of popular designs. For example, this product might look really nice, but all it is a simple one font text design placed on top of a nice mock-up. A lot of the time, that's all you need to have a bestseller. You don't have to get super crazy with it. This product is selling pretty well since it's a relatively small shop. So I could see if I could recreate this exact same design. So I could literally just copy the image, take it into my design tool, which is Figma in this case, and paste it in. Then I just have to play around with the text box to get the exact same design. Skills like learning how to reverse lookup fonts, source graphics if you need them, put the design on the mockup. That's all the actual skill of the business. The process of rebuilding successful products like this teaches you the design skills, what fonts work, how to find fonts, how to size and position everything correctly, and you'll be left with the technical ability to actually assemble designs, no matter what product you're selling. Now, to be very clear, you cannot sell copied designs like this. That's stealing, and that's not what we're here to do. We're only doing this exercise to learn the technical skill behind making popular designs. So don't steal or copy, that's bad, but recreating bestsellers like this is the best way to actually learn the skills that you need. The next item on our path is to start using Figma. Figma, for those of you who don't know, is this design software that I made this design in, and it actually is the perfect tool for making print-on-demand designs. Now, most channels here on YouTube will suggest that you use Canva or something similar. And it's not that Canva is bad or that it doesn't work for print on demand, it's just that there's way more features in Figma, and since it's free, you can't beat the price. When you create a Figma design file, it's kind of like having a big whiteboard style design tool. That means that you can create new designs all over the board, all in the same place. Figma comes preloaded with all of the copyright-free Google fonts that you can use right away without having to install them. And you can also achieve a lot more complexity with your designs when you're ready to. Now, I understand that there is a learning curve for Figma because at first it doesn't appear to be as user-friendly as something like Canva. So I've put together this Figma file, which will teach you all of the design skills that you need for print on demand, all in one place. So if you follow these 20-something exercises in Figma, you'll go from complete noob to be able to make almost any design. We're also working to release a Figma plugin that will allow you to apply all kinds of effects, like the popular warp effects and color patterns, all right inside of Figma. So if you're interested in that, be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss when that comes out. And again, I'm not affiliated with Figma, I just really love the program. I believe that if you want to take print on demand serious and get to that $10,000 per month mark, you need to treat it like a business and like a professional. And at least to me, that meant using a professional design tool like Figma. But regardless of what tool you use to make your designs, you will never get any sales if customers never see the designs you're making on the products that you're posting for sale. And that's why it's so important that you pick the right place online to sell your products. Websites like Teespring and Redbubble and Society6, they're all popular print-on-demand sites, but you'll almost never reach the $10,000 per month mark if that's what you're trying to do. There's a good reason why I post my videos on YouTube instead of a platform like Vimeo. YouTube is a much larger marketplace, and even though there's a lot more competition, it's so much more worthwhile. So instead of picking these low traffic websites to post your designs on, you either need to sell on Shopify or Etsy, and these are completely different business models. On Shopify, you need to build a specific collection of themed products based around an idea, and then market your website using paid advertising and social media content. Etsy is different because instead of focusing heavily on the marketing, we can utilize Etsy's free traffic that they're already driving to the site. And we do this by getting our products to show up in the Etsy algorithm, but more on that later. I always recommend that beginners start out on Etsy, get some sales coming in, and then move on to Shopify down the line if you want to, once you already have some proven products and cash coming in. From my experience, you'll have a much easier time reaching $10,000 a month in profit on Etsy, especially if you're newer to online business. You'll spend hundreds of dollars in marketing if you're just starting out on Shopify, and you have a roughly $40 per month subscription cost. Now, Etsy used to be free, but now they charge a one-time $15 startup fee, and then it's just 20 cents per listing that you want to post in their marketplace, which is way less than something like Shopify. Not to mention that Printify is an Etsy approved integration, so you can integrate it directly into your shop and use it to fulfill all of your orders. Printify has the best catalog of products, great quality, and by far the best prices. Printify is completely free for beginners ready to test out this business model, and if you sign up using my link from down below and then use the code ALEC, you can get 2 months of free premium, which saves you even extra money, like $60 or something. The whole time I've been on YouTube, I've always recommended using Printify, and that's because I still use them to this day. Now, just one of my shops on one of my accounts has spent around $950,000 on products. And if I had used a different platform like Printful, I would have spent well over $1 million, which means for this shop alone, Printify has saved me over $200,000 in extra profit. So if you're serious about wanting to get to $10,000 a month with print on demand, the best option for you is to go with the Etsy Printify combo. Now, if you're going to be selling print on demand on Etsy, you won't ever get any sales if you don't first pick a winning product. My strategy looks like this. Instead of trying to be original and reinvent the wheel, I'd pick a product with a high income potential, like shirts, mugs, or posters. These are the most competitive products, but that also means that they have enough demand to get you to $10,000 a month. Then I'd make designs targeting all kinds of different niches and interests. That means if I'm selling t-shirts, instead of making t-shirts only for one niche, like motorcycle enthusiasts, I'm going to make motorcycle shirts and shirts that target all other kinds of interests, like baking, nurses, dog, cats, cars, fishing, etc. If you're serious about wanting to get to $10,000 a month with print on demand, then you have to be willing to make products for your customers' interests and not just for your own. Again, this is about making money, and to make money, you have to provide value to other people. You have to make products that those people want and like, and the way that you do this is by making designs for their interests. You might know nothing about yoga, but that doesn't mean that you can't make a yoga-themed product. Now, if you follow my advice and decide to run a one-product shop, you can post it with trending designs to get quicker sales, and you can upload lots of evergreen designs that will function as the foundation of your business. The reason this works so well and reliably gets new shops to $10,000 a month in profit is because going with this approach allows you to create a lot of listings. Look, if you want the most surefire way of getting to $10,000 a month, this is it. You need to have best-selling listings in your shop. When you get your first best-selling listings, the rest of the products in your shop will start to gain momentum. The key is that you just don't know exactly which listing you post will become a bestseller. If all of the top 7- and 8-figure shops all have hundreds, if not thousands of listings posted, it's your job to match what's working for them. Whenever I get an email asking me to review a shop that only has 40 listings in it, of course it's not working yet. You need to post at least 100 bad products before you even start posting good ones. Listings are the food for your shop. It needs listings to grow. The more listings that you feed it, the more money it will print. This is why with my income goals, I always set listing goals. Etsy is unlike any other platform out there, and the only way to truly win big is by posting lots of listings. This doesn't mean that paying to run ads or posting a lot of social media content won't work, But those methods cost a lot of money and they still require significant time to learn, and you'll still find yourself having to make and post a lot of products. What I've done with my 6 and 7 figure shops is post lots of optimized listings that will get picked up by the Etsy algorithm. This is the most reliable and the most cost-effective way to scale up a shop and improve your skills along the way. Almost all of the money that I've made through Etsy has been through organic traffic. You won't ever hit $10,000 a month until you have a good collection of best sellers, so you might need to list a few hundred products before you get there. You just never know which listing you post is going to pop off and become that best seller. So this is why you have to set your goals so high. You could be just one listing away from that bestseller that transforms your business and your income. With enough good listings, eventually your products will get picked up by the Etsy algorithm and you will get sales. That's exactly how I've grown my shops. Now, of course, there are more variables to success than just the quantity. You still need decent designs, you need good mockups, good keywords in your title and tags. But even if you have all of those things on just a few listings, you'll never make it to $10,000 a month. As long as you keep making listings, you'll get there. You're just one listing away, so don't give up before you post that bestseller. Now, you might be thinking that it's a large task to post so many products for sale, and that's why you have to have a system that will help you make and upload a lot of products. You might not know what designs to make, and even if you do, you might not know how to make them, and this is where your systems come into play. The first time you do anything, like make your first design and post your first listing, it's gonna take you a lot of time. From researching what type of designs to sell, to collecting those ideas, and then rebuilding them into your own versions, and then getting them listed for sale, you need to automate the work. So instead of saying, I don't know what to sell, say, I need a system to come up with better product ideas. If you think that you're not a good designer, think, I need a better design system. If you're slow at uploading designs, you might need Alex's free Printify product uploader program that you can download from the description. If you're bad at marketing, you need a system for getting eyeballs on your products for free. Everything that makes posting listings difficult can be systemized and turned into a repeatable process. This way, you can also identify which areas of your process need improvement, and when you fix that area, it fixes it across the board throughout your entire business. While systems in your business might sound complex, it can also be as simple as spending 15 minutes a day saving product ideas. Or another system could be literally just a checklist of steps that you need to take to upload a listing. This is exactly what I teach in the 6-figure storefront course, which shows you how to make and implement systems into your business to get it to scale quickly. No matter how good your system is, you'll never reach $10,000 a month in profit if you don't get started immediately. It took me 2 years from age 17 to 19 to fully commit to starting my business. And if I had actually started at 17, I would have become a millionaire before I could legally drink alcohol. The truth is, it takes about 10 minutes and $15 to set up your Etsy shop and get it ready to start selling. And that's the very first step towards success. You can download my free quick start guide to get your shop opened with 40 free listings and connected to Printify, all in about 10 minutes. And again, if you use the quick start guide and all of the links that are in it, it cuts your startup costs down to more like $7. Look, this is a business. This isn't filling out surveys for gift cards or something. So it requires real work and real investment of time and money to grow. But if you're serious, you can reach the $10,000 per month mark. That being said, I also have to warn you to be careful who you take advice from. Every time you start watching a new creator and hearing about new methods of doing something, you're just confusing yourself. Honestly, you're better off just picking one person to follow and sticking to their methods. The thing is that each creator can only speak to what they've actually done. And I can only speak to what I've done and what's really worked for me. But the issue is that when you start consuming a bunch of content from a bunch of different creators, well, they all have their own unique way of teaching and getting results. It's just going to confuse you and cause you to run around in circles. Each method is going to have its flaws, so pick someone whose success you'd like to replicate and use their methods. 4.5 years ago, when I was starting out, I was watching everyone looking for that magic method that would work for me. And the thing is that since most of the methods do work to some extent, you just need to pick one and follow it until it works. If you like my method for using free traffic to get evergreen sales, then follow it. But if you like someone else's method for running Etsy ads and that makes more sense to you, you can try that out. But trying to do both at the same time will set you back more than just committing to one method. If you want, you can learn more about my print-on-demand system by watching this video next. So I'll see you over there. And remember, You're only one listing away.